Alright. And hey, sweetie.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I remind myself that I believe firmly that I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Every single job I've ever had, every assignment I've held, every experience that I've had over my lifetime, I believe has prepared me for what I am doing right now. It gets hard. There are days that I go home and cry. I have come in this office and just locked the door and put my head down and said, oh my God, why did I decide to do this? And then I just have to take some deep breaths and I'll go back out and just observe and just watch the people that come through here. And it'll be a client that'll be walking right out the door and they'll just turn and say, thank you so much. And then I remember why.
You know, it really, volunteerism really isn't work. If it feels like work, we stop doing it and we go someplace else where it doesn't feel like work. It feels like enjoyment, and it's always nice to spend time with people who enjoy what they're doing. What happens when people work together is that they start to build relationships with each other. We get kind of isolated in our modern day, and we only associate with people like us. This is a place where people come together and really build relationships across all kinds of barriers. Sometimes they don't even speak the same language, but they work together because it doesn't take knowing a language to be able to work with somebody in terms of moving boxes or stocking shelves. People get the hang of that whether they have the words or not.
And many of the volunteers here are client volunteers. We have people that volunteer here that live in their cars. So when we lock these doors, that's the last bit of heat they're gonna have until the next time they come here. The food that they get here, that's all they're gonna have. But they still come here and they show up and they give everything that they have. If they can do that, I don't have any excuses.
There was a gentleman who came here. He was retired. At that point, he was 84. He used to come every Thursday afternoon to help people as they shopped. And he lived not too far away from here. And he went home that day and he was going up doors to his house and he collapsed and he passed away within a couple hours. The very last thing he did was to volunteer here.
The range of cultures and all of the different sorts of demographic here are pretty diverse, which is awesome to be around. I like being around people of different cultures, different backgrounds. That's one of the most rewarding parts of this job, is just hearing where they came from and how they got here. With that said, I think it's reflective of a larger problem. These communities are ones who have historically been marginalized. That is another reason why I stay here, because I like helping these communities.
You're working for the altruistic value, not a money value. And you realize that there's some things that money can't buy, rather than, looking out for yourself or complaining about the situation or things like that. It's just, do something about it. You can cry and complain and, whine and do all that stuff, but at some point you have to do something. So have the guts to do it.
Last year, my house burned down. It's burned. I'm gonna just every day I'm just gonna crying and pray to God. And this is what God sent me here. I'm sorry. To be right place and right people. So that's why I'm just kind of crying, because I think that's what she said, that why she's here, and me, I say why I'm here. I'm so happy when I'm here.
What are we gonna do next? How are we gonna change somebody else's life for the better next time? How are we gonna do something different than what everybody else is doing? I don't wanna be a cookie cutter program. I don't care what everybody else is doing. NEFP, this is the best place to be. And I believe that thing. You hear me? I believe that.